They're fine with the shoes they wear. They're fine with fucking Jordans going up to $200 something now.
It's ridiculous.
Instead of saying something and doing something, they're fine with it. Nobody wants to die anymore.
No.
If you put, like Martin Luther King put his life on the line, he might have never got shot.
They're dying.
He did.
We're dying, but we're dying in a different way.
Because he didn't go out there assuming he's gonna get shot. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, he did it for a long time, and then someone decided, "Oh, I'm gonna get him at the right moment." Boom.
Yeah, I mean,
it probably could have never happened. Just being real with you, probably would have never died. He's not the only one that started movements.
No, Malcolm
X
too.
They got him at the right time. Boom. Okay, somebody got him. Boom, boom. Okay,
no, but he was the most popular one back in the day in the 60s.
But shooting him actually didn't make it. It made it worse for the other people being racist. Honestly, not. It helped us honestly because all you're saying is, okay, well, you know he's doing something strong.
That's why he did it.
So you're doing that. You're stupid
yeah.
now. Now you're really showing us that you
but
really.
The thing is, though, that people like he knew he was gonna die eventually, because he had been arrested multiple times too before that in the past and done
He's gonna
stuff.
keep getting arrested. I mean, he's doing shit, a movement, and he's against the law. And
same shit with Gandhi, same shit with all of them.
He knew
Is it still against the law?
But he knew.
No, in those days, a black person speaking up, you can't do that shit.
That was back then.
Bro, you know how it is now?
Nothing.
Because back then you might still have.
It was different back then because of the laws they had.
Yeah.
They couldn't do shit.
No, dude, you couldn't even go to a fucking water. Exactly, you couldn't even go to a fucking water fountain.
I think there's like a not a water fountain, but like a restaurant still that doesn't allow black people.
Oh no, fuck that.
I don't know about that, sir. So
That's
where is that?
That's not.
That can't be possible.
They do that. It's against every law in America.
It's got to be in the cut, way the fuck over there. I don't know where.
Where the fuck you been?
Alabama.
Yeah.
The motherfuckers gonna get shot.
That's against the law, bro.
It's against the law no matter.
I know if I go there, I'm shooting somebody.
Equal rights.
This is the thing. If Martin Luther King did a big thing. People like Malcolm X did a big thing. Rosa Parks did a big thing. Even if it's the smallest thing. I think that what she did was a small thing that became a big thing.
Yeah,
but if you don't do it, we're never going to change nothing in our world. Nothing. And you have to sometimes risk your life knowing that you might die. Because guess what? If you don't do it, who the fuck's going to do it? We're going to keep living like this. And there's some people out here that need to understand that, like we can't continue to live a certain way. You have to change it. Whatever I talked about this before. I believe we all should have rationed food. Why does food have to be paid for everywhere?
I agree.
I know you saw Doctor Strange. We're not going to talk about it, but you saw it, right?
I saw it.
Okay, and I'm not going to spoil it. But pretty much in some of the worlds, I mean, it doesn't matter. It's not really a spoiler technically. But in some of the worlds, some food is free.
Right.
What the fuck can we have free food?
I thought that was a really cool concept. I thought about that. I was like, wow, it should be. And we literally just talked about this before the movie even came out. Because I agree. I mean, it's like, it's one of those. It's like air. You're gonna charge for air.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? You need air to breathe.
If we get to that point, to where we have to fucking pay for air, bro.
Remember the episode?
There's
actually an episode in SpongeBob.
That's never gonna happen though.
Don't say that, man.
Because air is a natural source. No one can.
Food is a natural source.
Because all the trees, we don't have no air no more. You create smog.
No, but air is like one of those things where it's like you cannot sit there one person and be like, oh, this is my air. You can't have it.
No. They're gonna create it in bottles and shit. They're gonna create it in a form where you have to pay for a machine.
This isn't fucking the moon. What do you mean?
No, you're understanding.
No, I know.
If you cut all the trees, it creates smog and pollutions in the air. So you know what's gonna happen? They're gonna sell you bottled air and machines that create air. You have to pay for it, just like you pay your light bill. Why do we pay a light bill? Why do you think about this?
This is a natural source.
We shouldn't have to pay for it either.
No, but
air, we do.
But that air you get from it's not gonna be like real air though. It's gonna be fucking.
Oxygen is created. You can create it in a lab. Oxygen is a damn on the periodic table. Mm-hmm. You create it. You can create it. So they're gonna create it and they can bottleize it. They can do whatever they want.
It's actually one of the first. You know what I'm saying?
It's a periodic table thing, so they can create it.
I know the first elements because it's a song.
But I was thinking about it deep, but it's a thing that they really think about because
I had to learn it.
They could literally cut down all the trees because we have to.
I can sing it.
We have to have trees, but they'll cut them all down. Eventually, we're not gonna have no space. By 2050, we're not gonna have no space in the damn world. Every tree is gonna be cut down. Every land is gonna be owned by somebody.
It's actually not really out of the question. It's like I was saying.
It's really not.
No.
You think about it, it's fucked up.
And as a kid, you don't really think about it. When I saw that episode of SpongeBob, it's like Squidward's like, he's like, when you go to work and you're just kind of like, you're bored as fuck. You're just like, you know, you just like sigh like that. Mr. Krabs comes out of nowhere. He's like, oh, okay, so you're gonna be you're breathing on my time. You know, I'm gonna charge you for breathing like that. You see what I'm saying? Like it's funny as a kid when you watch it, but it's like, oh my god, like that could be a thing if you really think about it. Like, so I'm talking about these movies and shows and all kinds of music. It makes you really think. You start to be like, wow, like what if that was a thing? What if? You know what I mean? It's not out of the question. It's not really crazy to think like.
We're paying a damn light bill. Why we pay?
Food and light should.
The light is even worse. The food, I can kind of understand it. If you want
some like
shit.
like luxurious food, then yeah, okay. But like the essential nutrients that you would need, like fruits, vegetables, like just normal things, you shouldn't have to pay for.
No.
At the very least, vegetables and fruits you shouldn't have to pay for. At the very least.
Facts. I mean,
meat and all that.
I think they should be. Yeah, it's like I said, you shouldn't have to pay for certain things, certain foods. You should.
Because like you can get fucking
like this, for example. You could. Well,
what about it?
Well, like just if you want to go out somewhere to eat, okay, that's
Bro,
different.
The thing I don't fucking get is you have to fucking buy water. Like why do you have to buy water when you can get it from the fucking faucet or some shit for free?
What faucet are you gonna go?
Well, it's dirty water. If you want to clean.
Exactly, you gotta think about this. What faucet are you going? That's it's technically filtered water.
Well, I mean, still, like, you shouldn't really fucking, like, buy water.
But you're paying them to filter the water. That's what you're really doing. They send it through a system and it's supposedly filtered shit out of contaminants. Filter, then. It's not the same.
No, and you're going to feel it, too, when you drink it.
It's not the same. You can still do it. It's not a bad thing.
No.
But that's all you're really paying for.
I think this theory makes you stronger.
For plastic.
What doesn't kill me?
Like this motherfucker. You're just paying for plastic.
Actually, I don't know if you guys heard. I heard that there's some studies that they've been doing. I don't know if it's true. It could be bullshit. But apparently, drinking bottled water is not good for you. It's actually better to drink it like in a kind of like one of these, but like instead of plastic, it'd be metal. They said that it has like.
Some of those metal bottles that keeps it cool and shit.
Yeah, like those, like the ones that you could take to the gym and all that. They said that it's healthier to drink it in a metal bottle instead of like a plastic, because a plastic like it makes
a lot of germs.
It puts something in. I forgot what it was, but it was such a cool topic.
I think I know what you're talking about.
I can't remember if it raises estrogen levels in men. I can't remember what it was. It was something weird, but they just said it was healthier to just drink it in a metal
It's
bottle.
like something that's like how they make the plastic or some shit.
Something like that. I can't remember what.
But I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I think I've seen something like that too.
But ever since I saw that, I was like, but like I haven't stopped drinking water bottles. I mean, I still drink them, but it's like.
I ain't gonna lie, I seen something from fucking Mythbusters that kind of disgusted me out, bro. It was a fucking. They were seeing if like they bought like these cans or some shit.
Yeah.
And they had like a fucking what the fuck is it called? The fucking light where you can like see shit. It's like a purple light or some shit.
Oh, I think I know what you're
the
talking
black
about.
light or
the UV light.
Yeah,
the UV light. Okay. Yeah,
they use the UV light on the fucking soda cans or whatever.
Yeah.
And they found like stains on it.
What kind of stains?
On soda cans.
It like from what the video that they saw that it was like a mouse that was in like the factory or some shit, and it would like pee on the fucking cans.
Oh man.
And people would get sick on that shit. And so they used the UV light to see if it was a myth or a bust. And so when they looked at it, it was actually a fucking, like, it was right. They saw this shit right there.
I'm never drinking a can again.
Yeah, when you drink cans, you can't do much about it. You seen when they put cans in the gas station and all that?
Yeah.
They're just thrown in there by hand. Someone's touching it by hand too. So I mean, think about it, and you're drinking it from the actual.
I mean, that's why I usually just drink.
I'm just saying, no matter what, I've always looked at fucking cans.
I think that's why they always used to say you should pour instead of drinking from the can. Wow, that actually makes sense.
I know.
I mean, either way, you're still getting.
You're fucked.
Either way, exactly. Well, that's what I'm saying. Either
like,
way,
you're gonna have to fucking touch it. And
I mean, that's why I usually don't get cans. I just get bottles or something.
I feel like nothing's sanitary. Everything about
nothing's
it.
safe.
I never.
Like,
I
just
always,
douchey.
I always felt like.
No, nothing's safe.
I never
anymore.
really liked cans either.
I always felt
Cans
like
are better.
The water
I like
fountains-
cans.
The water fountains were like.
I hate that fucking water. Water fountains, I hate them.
Nah, in elementary school, bro, that
Those
was the
are nasty.
worst.
I hate that
Because
shit.
people used to put their mouth
What
on
I'm saying?
Dude,
Oh,
those
this is
fuckers
suck
be
it, bro.
nasty.
Like,
I'm like,
like, bro, what are you
I'll be
doing?
like, bro, I don't even want to fucking drink.
Bro,
the
I
water.
actually saw someone do that one time. A grown ass man. I went to the gym one time. A grown ass man did that. Not even a kid. He went. Oh, I'm like, what are you doing,
You said, "Fuck, I'm out of here, dude."
bro? I never went back to that water fountain. I always brought my water with me. I never drank from it again.
Bro, that shit, bro. Like after recess, bro, you be all hot and
Bro, this
sweaty.
dude-
and you be fucking tired as
This
shit.
dude had to be like in his like 40s, right? At the very least. He wasn't like a seriously old guy. I could kind of see if you're like in your 50s or 60s, but like, bro, what are you doing? Like, come on,
that
man.
shit
Like,
is nasty, bro.
I don't know if he was
People
drunk.
just
I don't
don't
know
give a fuck.
what was going
Some
on.
people don't give a fuck. But they do about the wrong things. You must suck the shit out of the fucking water fountain. What the fuck?
A lot of stuff's unsanitary, bro.
People don't give a shit sometimes.
I really don't.
We're kind of getting off topic, bro.
We're gonna get on topic a
We-
lot,
we- we-
but
We've been sidetracked about 20
The thing is
times.
this,
2050.
but some of it is been on the same thing because you gotta remember
Yeah.
some of these things that we talk about was like okay,
We created a whole family
Years
tree
later.
just now.
some of it is still gonna matter and some of it won't. And we're just speculating, of course. I mean, there's always speculation.
Of course.
But at the end of the day, by 2050, we know one thing: we're gonna be all older, regardless.
Yeah,
If you're still alive. you're gonna be
Hopefully,
older.
I'm still alive. I'll be 54 if I'm
So-
still alive. Going to 55. So
And honestly, I just feel like the direction that things are is just gonna be crazy. That's just me. I don't know what it's gonna be. I'm not gonna like say, oh, it's gonna be this. I just know. It's
I
gonna
mean,
be
you never
crazy
know,
as fuck.
man. Something could change just next year. We're talking about 30 years from now. We really don't know what the future holds. You know, we don't know
Man.
what's in store right
I
now.
don't know.
I mean-
they said that back in 2012 when they said a meteor was gonna strike Earth back in 2012.
Oh, dude, they've been saying shit like this since
That's in
forever.
the world, book,
Like,
crap.
man.
That's a
Yeah,
whole story.
Those are that's
Yeah,
that's
he's talking
clickbait
about
at this
a
point.
whole different
And then they
thing.
said it back then in like 2016 or
that's-
17.
I never
again.
listened
I'm
to
like,
that.
Have y'all ever like seen like the theories from like back in like the 1200s? Like this dude called Nostradamus. He had like a bunch of like stuff he thought would happen in the future. Like some of that shit just came true, kind of like the Twin Tower buildings coming down and stuff like that.
The-
And
the
tell me
Twin-
something about like zombies
The
happening.
Twin Tower one is actually really scary.
But the zombies ones that was a little far fetched. It was like.
I
was
mean, it could
like-
happen.
But it
I
was
mean,
like,
they're already.
when
No, but
he,
the
he
Twin.
was talking about like how when there's no more room left in hell, like
Mhm.
the dead
The
will
dead will
rise.
too.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
They're already talking. They already have like deers and shit like that. It was like a zombie deer, some shit like that.
How I look at it is,
But it's like a disease though. Kind
anybody from back in the day, I'm not gonna say like he predict anything because if we're alive longer and longer and longer, eventually, coincidentally, something's gonna happen that's related to what they said. That's how I'm be honest about it. Now, if you sat here and said, "Oh, a dude named John did this to this woman named Mary," then we're talking about something deeper now. Okay, now you're predicting
That's
crazy
true.
shit. But you saying, "Hey, something's gonna happen to these buildings," that's not
No, but,
enough
like,
because
The
it's not
one
enough.
the one about the
It's
Twin
more
Towers
simple.
was a little bit scary now that you brought that up because there were a lot of signs that it wouldn't say they were so close together, like, but it was close enough. Like The Simpsons, for example, The Simpsons low key kind of predicted that the Twin Towers was gonna fall like that.
of.
It wasn't that
Here
far.
we go
It
with this.
wasn't
The
that far
Simpsons
away.
Good
fucking-
night.
The Simpsons fucking predicted fucking Falcons and Patriots and shit.
Bro, The Simpsons low key predicted a lot of things, and it wasn't just The Simpsons either. It was something else I saw that predicted the Twin Towers.
No,
Like,
but like yeah, he also said like I think like
Huh?
the 9th month and shit. And too was in the thing. He didn't say like
Mhm.
he didn't say the stability. He said like 9th month was gonna happen too and stuff.
but most of it's bullshit. Remember 2012? 2012 was bullshit.
Then they made a
the
fucking
Mayan
movie about
calendar.
it.
I mean, that was.
They made a
I
fucking.
mean, you can't say it's bullshit because you gotta remember, just because somebody says the world ends doesn't mean the world's gonna die. You gotta remember, I was how I look at it. The world did kind of end after 2012. This world's gonna be fucked up. I don't know about you, but things are different.
And plus,
I think
in that sense,
in a-
I'm
yeah,
not
I was
talking
just-
about
in a-
dying.
in a-
I'm not talking about we're dead.
in
Oh
a
my
certain
God.
point of view, from a certain point of view, yes, it's different. It's
It's
changed as fuck. It's
changed.
dead for sure. But I mean, like the catastrophic end of the
Oh, no,
world, like the
man.
one that's like Judgment Day, end of the
Hell
world.
no.
what is this
Ain't
fucking?
never-
This is the end where the devil
Like that,
comes
like
out?
that end of the
That's
world.
not. That's how everybody thought it was gonna be.
Fucking dies.
That's what I
in
thought it was.
fucking
I thought,
pit.
dude, I thought earthquakes were gonna like because remember me and my friends
Trust that shit.
from 2011 midnight or 11:50. All right, guys, we're gonna do the countdown. 10 minutes left. We thought at midnight, 2012, it was like we were gonna feel like earthquakes. We're gonna see
Imagine.
like asteroids come down. We thought the whole shit was gonna go to hell. We thought tremors were gonna come out. Nothing.
Tremors.
Dude, nothing happened.
Nothing's
Nothing.
gonna happen.
Nothing. It was. I was
Someone
like,
just comes up behind you and fucking shoots.
It was. I looked at the clock. It was 12:02. I'm like, okay,
Bitch.
so far so good.
Fucking hard.
Then a whole hour went by. I'm like, okay, this is bullshit. Nothing happened.
Oh wow, man.
It's kind of like waiting for like an edible to kick in. It's like if it
Yeah,
was ever
man.
gonna kick in.
I forgot what I was about to say. Fuck.
It's kind of crazy too, how like stuff like dinosaurs.
Oh shit, yeah.
You know, like
That's
stuff like that.
long. Supposedly
No,
millions of
like-
years
I
ago.
don't believe it's
Jesus.
so.
It is true though, bro.
What do you guys think?
But
Okay,
we don't know the time frame.
Let me-
That's the only thing I would say.
Honestly,
let me ask all you
time
this
frame?
right now. I'm gonna ask all you this.
What are you
Do
asking
you,
for?
do you think it was real? They
Yes.
were real.
Yeah, I think it was real. Yeah.
Like I want an
Fossils.
but
honest.
Yeah,
not the
found-
way that we know it. Of
They
course.
have found fossils and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
the
that.
fossils are real. The
Those are
fossils
real.
and animals are real.
I just want to know. I want to know what you guys think because I talked to that guy before about this. He was trying to make the claim
hmm
that even though they found the fossils, he said, "How do we know those fossils are real?" I was like, "I don't know. I mean, I don't personally
I know what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
They could still be fake, technically.
I want to believe that they were real,
Mhm.
and I do think they were. And I don't want to say that just because I love dinosaurs, but it's because like okay, like he got me thinking when he said that. I'm like, okay, well, I mean, I cannot prove it myself. How would I know? How would we know that they are real? Like the fossils, anyway.
Mhm.
So like, that's what I want to ask y'all. Like,
I know where you're saying.
Now, I will say this.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna sit there and, like, you know, like they portray them to be like the height, how they look.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
just different. That's
stuff
different.
like that. I'm like, there's no way you know how they look.
Yeah,
really.
we don't know that.
But like,
or in Jurassic Park, how did you know how they sound?
They don't.
How did you create the
They
sounds?
don't.
Fake
But
sounds.
look, okay, let's not bring Jurassic Park into this because you remember in the movie itself,
Right.
especially if you read the book too, they say that they connected their DNA with other beings, so they automatically are proving your shit to be wrong. They don't know what they look like. That's not real dinosaurs in
Right.
Jurassic Park at all.
No.
They say that themselves. How they sound, they don't know either because they're just mixing animals together. So
Dino
Jurassic Park
DNA.
is already debunked. You don't have to even bring Jurassic Park.
Mr. DNA. What was his name?
What was
Who?
it?
The fucking
Mr. DNA.
Yeah,
Mr. DNA.
Yeah, he
Dino
debunks that
DNA.
easily.
I always wanted to
Easily.
get the mosquito and the fucking stone.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Oh yeah,
always
I always
wanted
wanted the
something like
staff.
that.
Of course, the amber. That's what it is.
Yeah, I wanted
yeah.
that shit so bad.
But
Don't get him
dinosaurs-
started. He's gonna tell you
dinosaurs
the whole
is-
movie.
I don't want to talk about that movie. I want to talk about like dinosaurs in general, like the real shit.
Are you seeing the new one?
Dude, it's a whole different topic.
topic,
We're getting
man?
off topic.
So
Get back.
dinosaurs in general, if you, like you said, I understand it could be a lie, like, oh, they dug up this fossil because we weren't there, and honestly, people, it's like the Loch Ness Monster. Oh, I took a picture, and that thing's Loch, the same shit.
Right.
So I understand what you're saying. It could be fake. I do think it's real to an extent because guess what? We weren't the only things on this earth. I'm sorry, something was on this earth before us, and I feel like we're gonna get wiped out eventually too. I don't feel like, I feel like there was monsters and beings of some kind here, and it did get wiped out, and that's why they dug up fossils because if a meteor really hit it the way they say, it's gonna destroy the earth and make it all fucking crazy.
They say
you know?
birds are dinosaurs, actually.
And millions of years later, I mean, everything on the top is gonna go down.
If you've read the Bible,
Mhm.
it's true. It's proven to be true. Like the second coming.
Hey, that's another thing.
The second coming.
That's another thing. I don't wanna
It's
get
happened
deep into
before. The
that.
first time
Mhm.
it happened, that the world was destroyed. It
I
wasn't
remember that,
bad
yeah.
or nothing.
So imagine.
Exactly. That's why I said the
Imagine
second
that.
coming. It's always like the world coming to an end again. What happened?
Yeah, that's
again?
gonna happen, man.
Like
In terms of that, this world will end. The rapture will happen, and Jesus is gonna come down and take who he wants, and the rest are gonna stay here in hell. But a whole different conversation. Anyways, 2050. All I'm gonna say is, it's gonna be crazy. I don't know, but I'm not looking forward to being 50 years old with a plus. Sorry, I don't know about that, buddy. That's all I'm gonna say.
I want to go out swinging. That's all I can say. I don't want to.
Go out swinging.
All I know is, man, I want things to be better.
I
That's
don't-
what I want.
I don't want to get to a point in my life where like I feel like I'm too old to do certain things that I enjoy doing.
There you go.
That's a big fear of mine. I know we talked about that in another episode,
Mhm.
but that would be another one for me. I mean, 2050 is so far away. I mean, I can't even imagine. I
28
already
years.
I already feel old in my 20s. Like,
That's
could
28
you imagine?
years.
I can't even imagine what I'm gonna feel like if I'm 54. Like that's.
I don't want to.
I don't want to. I don't even want to get to that point.
I'm gonna
I mean,
be
just-
47 years old.
It sounds horrible.
I'll
man.
take.
I can't be old. I'm sorry.
I
I'll be
can't.
48
I want to. I want to go
49.
out doing things that I love to do.
I'm
man.
turning 49 at the end of that year, going into 2051, bro.
Oh God.
Well, do you have any final comments?
You know,
You
man.
already gave ours.
I kind of feel like that also in 2050,
Mm-hmm.
we might not even have credit cards at that point because I think we're going to be using it like through these majority of the company. I mean, we pretty
There's
much
still
are.
credit cards on those.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I'm still like,
It's
I'm
like-
just saying, like, we just.
It's what we do. It's gonna be digital, but we use it as a digital card.
Yeah, that's
okay.
what I'm just like. It's not gonna be like
A physical
fucking
That's your
physical
saying.
cards.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
strictly digital, which they're already trying to push anyways.
Yeah, I mean we already.
Remember
got
when
fucking
cash?
pay and
Remember when it
shit.
was cool to have cash?
Yeah, now it's not.
Oh shit! I hate
Or,
having
like,
cash.
like that's when you knew you were balling, when you had like a wad of cash.
The only time it's good to have fucking cash is if you're trying to fucking flex. on
The only
something.
time,
No.
listen,
Like,
the only time it's
it's
good to
already
have,
that
Pump
good.
air my tire.
the only time it's good to have cash is when you go to the strip club. That's it.
That's the only place that cash will ever be used. I hate to say it, but imagine wasn't having to go strictly digital. The strips are fucked. You just throwing digital cash in your phone.
People be like, "Hey, you got
Your
Venmo?
phone's
You
gonna
got
be
Cash App?
Fucking have the phone
Yeah,
right
can,
there.
can I
in front of
Venmo you like that real quick?"
No. It's gonna be a app. It's gonna be like a game where you're throwing money and the money's gonna be flying there.
digitally.
Dude,
Fucking
I'm gonna
holographic.
tell you right now, and you're drunk as hell.
You know-
wasting money.
Take off my tab.
You know how they have that thing on Snapchat where you could just like put your phone over someone and it's like you can get their snap like that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how you're gonna do it with money for now. It's gonna be an app where you hover over their phone. You just like
Oh,
like,
back
however
to
much you
back.
want. Like,
Back to back. you
yeah,
just
back to
fucking-
yeah. Oh my god, I can
Well,
see it now.
You have any
Just
final
fucking-
comments,
just fucking
Kobe,
tap each
before
other
we
like
go on
games
to the
on that.
next?
Nah. Just hope the world's a better place, man. That's it.
That's
like,
really
hopefully-
it.
Waiting on the world to
That's really
change.
it.
Oh,
Good song.
but for like the world ending and shit like that,
Uh-huh.
I was gonna. The thing that I forgot about was the like right now the fucking ice and shit is melting.
Global
shit, like-
warming is what you're
Yeah,
trying to say.
global
Yeah,
warming's
pretty
been
much,
around for
and-
years.
Oh yeah, that was something we missed.
Yeah,
I wasn't
If this
mentioning
really
that.
does happen for global warming,
natural
100%,
disaster type shit.
then that's it.
But like,
Burn.
I've also
burn,
seen-
baby, burn. Alright, we're done with this shit.
But fucking yeah, like